Doesn't want to record. You said it's giving 0, what?
375.
0,375. So you have 0,375
Hey, Mr. Ice.
multiplied. Yes. Yes, manager.
I had some network issues, Mr. Ice. Can you go up where you were removing the H just to carry me along with you?
Okay, let me just calculate this. Now, Ochi, what is 2 times h square? 2 times 0,25 square. What is that? Guys, let's be fast. Let's be fast, please.
It's 0.125.
0.125 yi. You need to be careful on this one. You have to be careful with the calculator. So what is h square? What is 0,25 square? I think it is 0,002. I'm not sure. Which one is it?
Which one, Ice?
Now, remember, we are outside here. You have h square outside.
0.25 square. That's 0.0625.
0.0625. Sine of xi. Okay, manager, before I move, you said where should I get back again? From this expression.
On the second part, yeah, when you start to remove the H squared.
Okay, to remove the h square, I just multiplied everything, the whole expression by h square. The whole expression. If I multiply here by h square, do you agree that h square will cancel h square? That's one of the reasons why you do not see h square on this expression. That one is fine, right? Let's say you have 1 over 2 and I want to cancel 2. What do I have to do? Simply multiply this by 2. Do you agree that 2 will cancel 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what happened. So the h square is gone. But remember, let's say the other expression here. Let's say I have how can I explain? I have down here the following expression is 4. No, should I say 4? Let's say, okay, let me not mix it like this. Otherwise I'll get confused. But what I'm trying to say is, manager, on the following expression, I'm still multiplying by h square. Everything is being multiplied by h square. Remember, in this case, you have h square here and you have h here. What is happening? The square is cancelling this h. Is that making sense, my brother?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
That's one of the reasons why you have 3 over 2h, because of this h remaining here. Now, you are also multiplying everything I said. This one is also what? H square. That's why you see h square now in this expression. This one also, you need to multiply by what? H square. That's why you see h square in this expression. So for me to cancel h square, I have multiplied the whole expression, whatever I have, with h square. That's what's happening. Now, what we simply did on the following step, Mr. Tsunzuka, we do know the value of h. It's the step. It's the one that we got as 0,25. So what did we do? Simply now, it is you and your calculator. Wherever there is this h, you substitute it. Like for instance here, 3 over 2h, you type on your calculator 3 over 2 multiplied by 0,25, then it gave us this answer. And this answer comes from you, so I believe that it is the right one. I don't have my calculator. And this video will be on my YouTube channel. I hope whatever answer you're giving me, it's alright. Now, once we have done this, remember, we need to solve for y1, y2, y3. That's our m. So what do? You move to, always, don't bother starting for I equals 0. Why am I saying that? When you said I equals 0, remember, when you reach this expression here, basically you'll be having y0 minus 1. We do not have a point that exists under this condition. We do not have it. That's one of the reasons when you do this problem, you can save yourself a stress. You can always start, you should always start for I equal 1. And you will see what I mean as we are doing. If I move to I equal 1, what is happening to my expression? Wherever there is I will substitute it with 1. Do you agree? Why I plus 1? Do you agree in this case? When I substitute I by 1, what's happening? This expression on its own, it is giving me y2. I'm only substituting wherever there is I by 1. So in this case, I'm going to have minus 2. Okay, I have an I here. What is happening here? It's going to be y1. I'm substituting I by 1. Now, under this circumstance, what I'll be having is 1 minus 1, which is what? 0. So it means the following expression here, guys, will be plus y0. Easy as that. Now you move plus 0,375. Now, what is happening inside here? You have I plus 1. Remember, I in this case is 1. So you have 1 plus 1, which gives you y2. Now, you move again. Minus this expression here, it will give me y0. Remember, 1 minus 1 gives 0. You move again, plus 0,125. Where there is I, we substitute by what? 1 in this case. Now we have 0,0625. Sine, remember, this is xi. So we're going to have what? x1. But if you remember, my good guys, we know that the value of x1, it is given. We found it in the beginning. Now, I have a concern here that I want you guys to confirm for me with the lecture. But we're going to solve the problem fully. My only concern here is when we're going to substitute the value of x1 here. I'm not really sure if your calculator, since there's sine, there's a trigonometry here, I'm not sure if it should be in radian mode or degrees. I'm not really sure. So for that, what's going to happen is we're going to solve it, this problem here. We're going to use the calculator in radian mode. So when you get the chance to ask the lecturer, please confirm if it should be used in radian or degree. But we're going to solve this problem using radian mode. Now, what is happening here, guys? We just need to make this expression, should I say, easier or making sense. Remember, you have y1 here, you have y1 here, you have y0 here, you have y0 here. I believe that you can see what's happening here. You need to simplify the expression. Now, how do we do that? For y2, I'm gonna go a bit faster. I want you to follow. What you are doing is you pick up how many y2 do you have? You have y2 here and you have y2 here. So what's happening? You will have y2 here plus y2 here. But remember, this value here is multiplying this one. It is also multiplying this one. So what you are adding is 1 y2 plus 0,375 y2. So the answer that you get here, I think it is 1,375 y2. This is what we are doing here. Now, we do the same with y1. Okay, I have y1 here. I have y1 here. Now, I have minus 2 plus 0,125. What is the answer? I think we have 15 minutes left here before I send the new link. But let's continue first.
It's negative 1.75.
I hope it's making sense, right? Negative 1.75. Guys, you should start paying now. You should start paying now. Ochi, you know I don't trust you, my brother. Not in a bad way, I just don't do.
Okay, Mr. Ice, let's continue.
Sure. Now this is y1, y1. Now we do the same with y0. Remember, this is you have 1. That's what it means. y0 and y0 here. But remember, this value is multiplying this y0. So you have 1 minus 0, 375. What is the answer?
Zero point 625.
You have 0.625 y0. I guess, yeah, we are done inside here, right? We have simplified everything here. Yeah, because we already get the y1, we add them, we have this. y2, we add them, we have this. y0, we add them, we have this. Now, on this one, you can calculate it. Remember, you have, okay, let me just write what we have. I'm going to write the final answer. You have 0.0625 sine of x1. What is the value of x1? x1, I do believe it is 1.025. Sorry. This is x1, 1.025. You substitute there. Now, as we said, for this problem, we're going to solve it putting in our calculator in region mode for this part. When you calculate this, what is the answer that you get?
So x1 it's not 1.0, it's 1.25. So erase that 0. It's 0.25.
No, you can tell me. Is it 125 or 0.25? What is 1 plus 0.25? It is 125, ne?
Yeah, it's 125.
Okay, then it's my bad, my mistake. So even here it is 125. Thank you. Now when you put in your calculator, it's 125. What do you have as value here? Put it in region mode.
Zero point 0.625 sine 1.25.
I will never be friends with my enemies.
It's 0.0593.
Okay, 0.0593.
Yes. Can someone also confirm?
I trust you, my brother, on this. But you see what is happening. But when you do this thing, please be careful with the calculator. Now, my guys, we have the first expression. This is expression 1. You are sorted. Remember, you will create, how can I call it? You will create equations to solve for unknown, like you did in Math 1 or 2. In this case, you are expecting 3 equations because you have 3 unknowns. It's as easy as it is. This is the first equation. You have y2, y1, y0. Now, we can make it easier as well. We do know the value of y0. Do you know it, my brother? These ones, they are known. They are given from the beginning. Do you see it? They are given from the beginning, from the initial condition.
Yes.
So y0 is 1 in this case. So already you can make this expression easier in your advantage. You can write it as 1,375 y2 minus 1,75 y1. But remember, my guys, you know y0 is 1. So 1 multiplied by this expression, it is still this expression. Do you guys agree? The value of y0 is 1. If we substitute 1 here, you still get 0.625. Do you agree, my brother? Let me see. Are you guys still here? Are you guys still in with me here?
Yes, Mr. I.
Yeah,
Now,
we're in with you.
what's happening here, Tsunzuka, is, remember, you can bring this guy on the other side so that you can have your unknowns on your left, the values on the right. So basically what you'll be having is 0.0593 minus 0.625. So you're gonna get a negative answer here. What is the answer? Remember, this guy is moving on the other side, so it's going to be negative. I even have my note when I had oh.
Hey, Mr. Ice.
Yes, my brother.
So do we put the value of do you want the final answer including the value of what is it? That
No, look, this number here is moving here. So you'll have 0,0593 minus 0,625. Now, what is the final answer?
it's negative 0,56757.
Negative 0,5
657.
negative 0,567.
5657.
5657.
Yeah.
Now, this one we call it first expression. That's your first expression after you simplified everything. So you will do the same. You move for I equal 2. Now here's the thing, my guys. When you are doing this thing, the only thing that you have to think is for I equal 1. Now what you will do is you can always refer to this first expression here. Now, everything that you had in the first expression here, just increase it by 1 without thinking. What do I mean by that? Here, this expression was y2. I will put it y3. This expression was y1. I will put it y2. This expression was y0. I will put it y1. You don't have to think about it. Basically, what you are doing, you are substituting 2 in this expression wherever you have I. Now, to avoid you going, coming back, checking, just increase everything by 1. You'll get it right. So this problem, you can do it without thinking. You can just do it. Basically, the way I'm doing it. Now, you have plus 0,375. Okay, inside here I have y2. Okay, I am increasing by 1. I have y3. Okay, here I have y0. I'm increasing by 1. I have y1. Here I'll go 0, okay, it's plus 0,125. Okay, it was y1, so I'm going by what? y2. We move equal to 0,0625. Sine of, okay, it was x1, so I'm going from what? x2. Now, what do? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do basically the same thing, summarizing, but you will notice this expression, they are the same. If you take a calculator, my brother, what are we doing next year? We want to simplify the y3s. y3 is what? 1 plus this plus 0,375. It gives you the same value here. There is a sequence in these exercises. How can I say it? Can I say a sequence? Yeah, let me say it like that. For those who play gambling manager, you know that if you play numbers, you know that certain numbers call other numbers. It's the same thing here. There is I don't know how to say it, but these exercises, they are easy. You just need to find the trick to do it, and this is the trick. And these values are the same. They are the same. Now, if I'm adding y3 and this one, I'm still having 1,375. Now, on this one, I have y3 now. I'm done with y3. Look, I'm identifying I have y3 here and I have y3 here. I add them to make them 1. But remember, this value is multiplying y3. That's why you see this value here. I move to y2. y2 is this guy and this one, which we know it is minus 1,75. So these things are repeated here. 1,075 what? y2.
Hey, Ice.
Now yes, my brother.
Is this guy going to give us that formula on the formula sheet? Are we going to get?
No, you need to know it. It's not
why prime that y double and Y plus.
No, you need to know it. You need to know it.
So you must know it by heart.
Yeah, it's not difficult. If you do one problem after tonight, you know it.
Okay.
If you just repeat the same thing that we're doing now, you will know it.
Okay.
It's not something difficult to remember. Okay, if you do this like this, my bro, I don't know what's the time remaining, but yeah, if it ends, I will send a new link. We continue. Now, 1,075 y2. This is y2, y2. We move to y1. You have 1 minus 0,375. So basically, you are having a repetition things. You are having plus 0,625. So it means we could have taken this first expression here and just increase by 1, 1, 1, 1. But what will change will be the answer of the guy inside here. Because what we are doing here, guys, is here it is this expression multiplied by sine of x2. So now it's going to change. What is the value of x2? The value of x2 here is 1,5. So what we have here, Mr. Tsunzuka, if you substitute here, what do you have? 0,0625 multiplied by 1,5. Remember, calculator is in region mode. Let me see. Yeah, we have 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Mr. Tsunzuka. What's the answer there before I send the new link?
0.0623.
I don't know why is this thing freezing when I want to